Hey, future English masters! You're about to join us on an amazing 24-episode journey that's going to transform the way you speak English.
We're calling it Living Your Best Life in English because that's exactly what you're going to do.
Every Monday and Thursday, we'll tackle the real English you need for
hanging out with friends, crushing it at school, ordering your perfect Starbucks drink, even talking about your favorite K-pop stars.
Because let's be real, nobody wants to sound like a textbook anymore.
And trust us, we've been where you are. That's why every episode is packed with
real conversations,
real situations,
and real English.
And speaking of keeping it real, welcome to episode 1 of Real Talk English. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah. Today we're diving deep into something that drives English learners absolutely crazy. All the different ways to say hello and why using the wrong greeting can make things super awkward.
Oh my gosh, yes. And trust me, even native speakers mess this up sometimes. Like, who actually says hello anymore? Unless you're answering a phone call from your grandma.
Speaking of awkward, can I tell you guys about what happened to me last week?
Oh no, what happened?
So I went to this super casual house party, right? And this really cool guy walks up to me wearing this trendy streetwear outfit and goes, "Yo, what's good?" And I just completely froze. My brain went into total textbook mode, and I stood there straight as a board and said, "Good evening, sir. How do you do?"
No way, you didn't.
I absolutely did. And it gets worse, I actually extended my hand for a formal handshake.
Oh no.
The look on his face was priceless and not in a good way. He just kind of awkwardly fist bumped my extended hand and slowly backed away.
Oh my goodness, I'm dying. But you know what? This is exactly why we're doing this episode. Even someone like Sarah, who speaks English perfectly, can get tripped up by these social rules.
Exactly. And if I can make this mistake, imagine how confusing it must be for English learners who are trying to figure out what greeting to use and when.
Okay, let's break this down for everyone. There are basically 3 levels of greetings in English.
Only 3? I feel like I hear new ones every day.
Well, they all kind of fall into these categories: formal, casual, professional, and super casual.
All right, let's start with formal greetings. These are the ones you want to keep in your back pocket for those really professional or serious situations.
Yeah, like job interviews, business meetings, or when you're meeting someone important for the first time.
The classics here are good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, always spoken clearly and professionally.
Don't forget, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. And my personal favorite for super formal situations: how do you do?
Though, be careful with that last one. It's not actually a question that needs an answer. You just say, "How do you do?" back.
Another important thing about formal greetings: they often come with titles. Like, "Good morning, Dr. Smith," or "Hello, Professor Johnson."
And your body language needs to match too. Stand up straight, make good eye contact, and if appropriate, offer a firm handshake.
But here's the real trick. You need to read the room. If you're meeting the CEO of a startup who's wearing jeans and a t-shirt, you might want to dial back the formality just a bit.
Exactly. And remember, it's always better to start a bit too formal and then match the other person's energy rather than starting too casual and having to awkwardly switch gears.
Just maybe don't do what Sarah did and use "how do you do" at a house party.
Hey, we agreed we weren't bringing that up again. Now let's talk about casual professional greetings. These are like your everyday go-to greetings that work pretty much anywhere.
Totally. These are what I call the safety net greetings. You can use them at work, at school, meeting new friends, or even running into someone at the grocery store.
The most common ones are hi and hey, simple but effective. Then you've got hey, how's it going, and hi there.
What I love about these is that they're so versatile. Like, you can say, "Hey, how are you?" to your coworker, your neighbor, or even your kid's teacher.
And don't forget about the time-based greetings like just saying morning. Notice how we often drop the good to make it more casual?
Oh yeah. And here's a pro tip. These greetings usually come with a friendly smile, but you don't need the super formal handshake or anything.
The best part about casual professional greetings is that they're pretty much impossible to mess up. Nobody's ever been offended by a hi, how are you?
Just remember that with "how are you?" or "how's it going?" people usually expect a short, positive response. You don't need to give them your life story.
Right. A simple good thanks. How about you? is perfect. Keep it light, keep it moving.
And if you're in a rush, even just a hey with a friendly wave works great. It's all about striking that balance between friendly and professional.
All right, now this is where it gets fun. Super casual greetings.
Oh yeah, this is where English goes totally off script. These are the greetings you'll hear at parties between close friends or just hanging out.
Let's do a quick demo. Ready, Alex?
Born ready, hit me.
Yo, what's good, fam?
Hey, just chillin', bro. What's poppin'?
Not much, just vibing. Let's break down what we just did there for everyone.
Yes. So notice how we used yo and I. These are super informal ways to say hello. They're basically the complete opposite of good morning, how do you do?
And when I said what's good, fam, fam doesn't actually mean family. It's just a friendly way to address someone you're close with.
Same with bro. You definitely don't have to be someone's actual brother to use it.
Some other super casual greetings you might hear are like sup, what's up, hey yo, or even just sup.
Don't forget about what's crackin' or what's poppin'. These basically all mean what's happening or how are you, but way more casual.
But here's the important part. Only use these with people you know well or in very casual situations.
Right, like don't walk into a job interview like, yo, what's good, fam? Trust me on this one. Okay, let's talk about some super common greeting mistakes that can make things really awkward.
Oh my gosh, yes. The biggest one has to be taking how are you too literally.
Right? Like when someone says, what's up, and you start telling them about your entire day.
That's exactly it. When someone says how's it going or what's up, they're usually just saying hello. You can just respond with something simple like good, thanks, or not much.
And here's another classic, mixing up your greeting levels, like using good evening, sir, with your college roommate.
Or going the other way, walking into a business meeting like, yo, what's crackin'? That's a big yikes.
Don't forget about the double greeting.
Oh no, you mean like, hi, hello, hey there, all at once.
Exactly, like pick one and stick with it. Otherwise, you sound super nervous.
Another big one is responding to how are you with just fine and walking away.
Yes. In English, you're usually expected to ask it back. So it's more like, fine, thanks, how are you?
And please, whatever you do, don't respond to what's up with the sky. Trust me, that joke got old in like 1995.
All right, let's dive into something super important, matching your greeting to the situation.
This is where it gets fun. Different situations call for totally different greetings.
Let's play this out with some real-life examples. Sarah, imagine you're walking into a job interview.
Oh, that's definitely a good morning, afternoon, thank you for meeting with me situation.
Perfect. Now you're at a coffee shop and you run into a friend from work.
Then I'd probably go with something like, hey, fancy seeing you here, or just a simple, hi, how's it going?
Exactly. Now what about when you're meeting your best friend's parents for the first time?
That's tricky. You want to be respectful but not too stiff. I'd go with, hello, it's so nice to meet you.
And then the complete opposite. You're at a party with people your age.
That's when you can break out the hey or what's up. No need for anything formal there.
The key is reading the room. Like notice what other people are saying and match that energy.
Totally. And if you're ever unsure, it's better to start a little more formal and then match whatever the other person does.
And remember, the same person might use different greetings in different situations. I'm not going to greet my boss the same way I greet them at work versus running into them at a baseball game.
Oh, we need to talk about social media greetings because they're totally different from face to face.
Right? Like, no one starts a DM with good morning, I hope this message finds you well.
Unless you're sending a work email. On social media, it's all about being super casual and using things like hey or just jumping right into the conversation.
And don't forget about those extra letters like hey or hi.
The number of letters actually means something. One E in hey is pretty neutral, but hey with like 5 Ys, that's excitement.
Or my personal favorite, just dropping an emoji as a greeting, like the wave emoji.
Then there's platform-specific stuff, like on Discord, you might just jump in with sup everyone or yo.
And on professional platforms like LinkedIn, you still want to keep it friendly, but maybe not go full, yo, what's good, fam?
The golden rule is matching the platform vibe. Instagram, super casual. Work Slack, keep it professional-ish.
And remember, if someone messages you with a certain style, it's usually safe to mirror that same energy back. All right, everyone, time for some real-world practice. I'm going to throw out some situations, and I want you to pause and think about what greeting you'd use.
And remember, there's usually more than one right answer. It's all about reading the situation.
Okay, first scenario. You're walking into a bank to meet with a financial advisor. What do you say?
Pause the audio and think about it.
Next up, you're meeting your friend's dog for the first time.
Oh, that's a fun one. Pause again.
Here's a tricky one. You're joining a Zoom call that's already started.
This happens to me all the time. Take a moment to think about it.
Now let's introduce this week's Real Talk Challenge.
Yes, we want everyone to step out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Here's what you're going to do. Pick 3 new greetings you learned today and use them in real life this week.
But, and this is super important, make sure you're using them in the right context.
Exactly. Don't try out what's poppin' at your next doctor's appointment.
Unless your doctor is super cool. But seriously, try to match the greeting to the situation.
And don't forget to let us know how it goes in the comments. We love hearing your stories.
If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our episodes.
And that's all for today's episode of Real Talk English. Remember, learning English isn't just about memorizing rules. It's about understanding the vibe and context.
And next time, oh my goodness, you're going to want to tune in. We're tackling something that gives anxiety to even native speakers, ordering at Starbucks without having a panic attack.
We're here every Monday and Thursday with fresh content to help you sound more natural in English.
Until then, keep practicing those greetings, and don't forget to share your stories in the comments below. We absolutely love hearing from you all.
Trust me, you don't want to miss it. We'll cover everything from decoding the menu to handling those rapid-fire questions from the barista. This is Alex.
And Sarah?
Keeping it real and signing off. Bye for now.